So on to the next division, West Conference Happy Valley.
So this is McGonagall's top scorer of the week. And poor old Darlow Destroyers were the third highest scorer in this division, 237 points, but ran into it.
It's a bit of a sore one.
So yeah, it's a bit harsh for the Darlow Destroyers, and it puts them 3-4 as well. You know, which hurts when you're on that. You know, 3-3, and you get 237 points. You're like, yeah, man, that's a win, and it's not. It's honestly that shit keeps me up at night. Cooper Cup let them down. Was the Darlow Destroyers' problem? Cooper Cup not doing anything.
You know you're in the wrong league, Craig.
Eh?
You're on Maze How. You're not in Happy Valley.
Or are we in Happy Valley? Are we? Sorry. We're in the first.
I'm looking at it going, where the hell is he? I can't see it. I'm looking up down. No.
Sorry, yes, you are correct. Sorry, Happy Valley. We'll come back to that last one. Sorry. Yes.
So
So
there's the one you were looking for, the Cork Red Army.
the
They only
Cork Red
actually got
Army
beat
got
by
their win
12 points.
last week.
They only lost by 12 points against a high scoring, normally, Gothenburg Angels.
Yeah, Gothenburg Angels had a bad week this week. You know, that win, do you know, I'm so happy that Lemony Fresh got the win this week and got their 234 points this week because they really didn't deserve that slightly riles me that they change the scoring later on. It's not right. You know, you see your win, you've got a win's on your card, and then you find out 2 days later that you actually lost. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a bit like. And obviously, we had to change up Team of the Week last week because of that too.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's a
But it's
sore one. But
Gotham anyway. Back to Gothenburg Angels. There were yeah,
5-3.
Bejan was a big problem for them this week, and that was Amari Cooper done nothing. Mostert, you know, see if this is the start of the decline of these kind of, you know, the ones that start really, and you always see it every season. You see it. There's guys that come out the blocks racing, and then you know Moss has done it. Mostert's done it. Then you know JT comes back and Moss becomes a nothing. When Achan comes back, if Mostert isn't doing anything, then he's going to disappear into obscurity because that's Wilson
Well,
back as well now.
in fairness, he has been doing something until he came up against the Eagles' defense, who are really
Yeah,
good against
true.
the
I mean,
run.
it was 1 week. It's 1 week and all
So
that jazz, you know. So fair enough. But I see him losing more and more touches as the season goes on, you know.
look at your screen, Craig. I tell you,
Yes, Rattle.
Derek's got it in for you. I can safely say that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rattle doesn't begin to describe that. I'm not even joking.
But yeah, obviously, even though the Gothenburg Angels got the win, they're no longer top after the Bonnyrigg Cheesehead have now scored more points than them and jumped
Yes,
up
now
to
score
first
more
place.
points. The top three teams here are now on 2 game win streaks, you know, and they are the only teams that have got. They're all on 2 game win streaks in the top three, you know. So because you say it, Lightning,
Koi Banks Lightning.
Coy Banks, yes, Coy Banks Lightning, 195 points for Dreve, but a loss, which is a bit harsh, you know. And it's he's lost
That's in a
touch with
low
those
scoring
top three
week.
now because
But
they've all won. He loses and he drops back a place on them, you know. And it's
yeah,
obviously not Norwich Mustard Men. Great win for them to 209 points, but a cracking win to get to tie it
get,
up with Dreve, you know.
yeah, gets them up to fifth in the league there, so it's a
And
good
that's the
win.
Foreman factor for that one, you know. Dreve
Oh yeah,
rolled the dice with Wilson coming in, by bringing in Wilson, but alas, one reception, 4 yards doesn't really do
but
you much
then
good.
two receptions for Cooper Cup. Then how often is that going to happen?
Yeah, that's I mean,
So
and the Cooper Cups cost a lot of people this week, and a lot of people who are on good records, you know. And you're looking and you're going, oh, look at how well they're doing, and they've got Cup back. Well, Cup's hurt them this week. Yeah,
yes, everybody. It all went to the Nuka train or Puka, as Portbelly likes to keep on telling us.
yes, and it's I mean, the good way the Bonnyrigg Cheesehead, Turbinville Titans losing with 210 points. That's harsh. Positives being still 4-3, you know, still well up there.
But then the Darlington Dragons, 203 points and getting scaled by 245 points of Dick and Heath Demons.
Yeah,
In
and
the
that's
top
at
team.
3-3. That's a hard one to take. That's a much harder one to take than when you're 4-2 and it happens, you know. But great win for Dickens Heath Demons, as you say, 5-2 now. The Richmond Reds stole one against the Guildford Raptors to go 4-3, keep their hopes
They
well
did
and truly
indeed.
alive.
Through Gus the Bus, the
But
rip of Howell, we scraped 10 points against the Giant defence.
bottom of this division now, Cork Red Army and Guildford Raptors getting a wee bit down the bottom, and Team Lemony Fresh, as I say, I'm so glad they got that win. But do you know that them losing that one, those score corrections is the difference between being right in it and kind of being on the cusp and really needing something special to happen.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sore one, like, yeah.
Which to me is a proper shame, and it shouldn't be like that, and it's so if Lemony Fresh misses out in the playoffs by one game,
Point or
we
2
will see.
points. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's a defenders. Like, although
I
once
know,
this season, it was because, no, twice it's because of an offensive player, but every other time it's defensive players.
but once they've locked the points in at the end of the game, I think that should be them locked in at the end. No changes. But hey ho,
Yeah,
what
but
do I know?
it's a pain in the bloody ass for me having to edit all the scores.
It's another massive week for Lemony Fresh this week as well, Johnny. They're playing the Darlington Dragons. The
Ooh.
3-4 Darlington Dragons, 2-5 Team Lemony Fresh. It's let them get, if they don't win this week, then there's a big gap opening up above them. So
I think they'll find it hard though, because McGarmel, they're quite a high scoring team, are they not?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
one
they
three.
do they do well enough. They've got JT's in there, so starting in. They've got Williams at running back.
Mahomes.
No real issues and a space on the bench to fill. But
Well,
yeah, I mean, Lemony Fresh have got a great squad as well. Jackson, Eckler, Jacobs,
but
Addison,
he's going to have to take out Fryan, but he's on IR.
Smith and Jegba is only going to get better as the season goes. And you've seen that. He finally got his touchdown. He's getting touches. Let's not forget that boy had a bad injury in pre-season as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, now look at Lemony Fresh. Obviously, he's got Hall on the bench, so he'll come in and replace Fryermuth.
I will get Fryermuth
And
out your team.
and then you've got Brees Hall on the bench. He'll be back, and so
And
yeah,
Kyler Murray to come back in a week or two. That's going to be then you've got decisions to make with Murray and Jackson. But yeah,
and
massive game for Lemony Fresh.
definitely. But good luck.
And we've got the two 4-3s playing each other: Keybanks Lightning and Richmond Reds.
Yeah,
That's
that'll be a good one. That's
been
my game of the week. I know there's a 2 5-2s, but that's my game of the week. That one.
How did Reeve get Cup and Diggs?
Yeah, I ask that question every week.
Yeah, that's massive. That having Cup and Diggs. It's but then he's running into Henry. Richmond Reds got Deontay Johnson back and catching the ball, and they got some touches. Do
Yeah.
you think? Let's talk about he's got Daryl Henderson in there in one of the flex spots. So let's talk about the LA Rams running back palaver. Who do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
You
Well,
think it's
don't talk to me. I had Evans on one of my teams, and he did bugger all.
yeah?
I think I still managed to
It's going to
scrape
be
a win.
between for me. It's going to be between Henderson and Freeman in the first instance.
It
Until
will be. I think
until the other
Henderson.
two
He
are
does.
back.
He did. He did this. Remember when Akers came out, and everybody thought Akers was going to be the number one in the first week. Henderson came in
Yeah.
and stole the show. So
And the thing is,
he does like
Henderson knows the
Henderson.
backfield. He knows how they play, so he's a logical choice, I would say. So yeah, I think that's in Richmond Red, very much in Richmond Red favour the fact that he's got Henderson down there.
Yeah.
But the game of the week for me is the Dickinson Heath Demons against the Bonnyrigg Cheeseheads, 2-5-2s,
One
and
against one against three. So
it's one of them's looking really good for the playoffs at the end of this week. And one of them's kind of getting into a wee bit of a battle, so. I fancy that I'm going against the predictions here because I think the Bonnyrigg Cheeseheads with Walker and Gibbs and Waddle, Goddard, Allen. I'm fancying that much more than Warren, Jones, St. Brown, Myers, Lockett. That's Kelsey's there, isn't he? And Ayuk, but
that's it. Kelsey's a factor there with the tight end.
and Waller. So Kelsey and Waller in there, and with them getting, with them getting extra points for so I can see why they're favourites. But yeah, I'm going with Bonnie. I'll take Bonnyrigg Cheeseheads to win that one.
Well, you did predict them to win the division, so you got to stick with them now.
I did.
Whereas obviously I stuck with Gothenburg Angels, who started off well, so I hope they keep that going. But yeah, the Guildford Raptors could get their second win against Yeovil Winners down the bottom there. That'd be a nice one to get.
It would be, but you know, it's at the stage of the season now for, you know, kind of Yeovil Winners 4-3. It's time to put up or shut up. You know, they're going to need to get moving now. They're going, you know, 4-3. You want to make the playoffs, you need to be beating the 1-6 teams.
Yeah, especially the amount of 4-3 teams there is. So yeah,
Yeah, there's loads
so
of them here. We've got all the way down to 8th or 4-3. 2 1-6s is the thing, you know, so that kind of does keep the middle positions tight when you've got a couple of 1-6s.
yeah, the
As I
one and
say, if
six they're
Rimini
both
Fresh
playing
can
against
get
a 4-3.
3-5 this week, that should be a 3 wins in a row streak, and then who knows, you know.
Very good.